Jungkook finally revealed an emotional and profound message that was said to change the group's internal dynamic. And even more surprising, Jimin's reaction to the statement wasn't just emotional. He appeared deeply shaken. Could this mark the beginning of a major shift in BTS's career? Is Jungkook's confession a sign of the end that millions of ARMYs have long feared? In a limited interview recorded by one South Korean media outlet, Jimin couldn't hide his emotional turmoil when discussing a personal conversation he had with Jungkook during their separate military service. He described the moment as the deepest conversation that's ever occurred between us, implying that something major is happening behind the scenes. That sentence alone was enough to send shockwaves across the ARMY community. But what exactly did Jungkook say that made Jimin so worried? According to Jimin, Jungkook sent an emotional late-night voice note. In it, Jungkook, for the first time, spoke honestly about the immense pressure they've endured for over a decade. He didn't talk about separation, but about the exhaustion he had long kept hidden. "I want to be understood, not pitted," was one quote Jimin revealed during the interview. That line clearly reflected the emotional struggle long hidden behind Jungkook's perfect onstage image. It didn't take long before excerpts from the interview spread widely on social media. Within hours, millions of ARMYs flooded online platforms with tears, hopes, and fears. Many admitted they were not ready if BTS truly decided to shift direction or even end their journey as an active group. On the other hand, quite a few fully supported the message, emphasizing the importance of mental health and the members' personal lives. What made this statement so shocking is that, for years, BTS has been known as a solid group, pressure-resistant, and always keeping internal matters strictly private. But this time is different. Jungkook, long known for his competitive spirit, revealed a deeply human and vulnerable side. And Jimin's response to the confession wasn't just concern. It was genuine worry, coming from someone who had witnessed his groupmates' struggles firsthand. Jimin added that he had never seen Jungkook this open, not even when we were facing major career challenges. Jimin's eyes looked teary as he said it, and fans watching the live interview couldn't hold back their tears. This emotional reaction triggered further speculation about BTS's future, especially after military service disrupted the group's activities. Did I end that voice message? According to Jimin, Jungkook said they've been running nonstop for a long time, and now it's time to rethink. Not just about their career as a group, but also about their individual lives. "I love BTS, but I also want to know who I am off stage," Jungkook said, as quoted by Jimin. That sentence, though simple, sparked fear and understanding among fans. Some entertainment analysts noted that this might be a natural transition from a global group to a more mature and human phase. A process where group members are no longer seen solely as perfection symbols, but as humans with the right to feel tired, confused, or even to step back for a while. Yet the public is not ready to accept BTS in a different form than what they've always known. Even though there's no direct indication that BTS will disband, this statement served as a loud alarm. Industry observers linked this event to the possibility that BTS will begin to reduce full group activities and be more active as individual artists, with more flexible collaborative projects. This isn't the first time a big K-pop group has taken a similar path, but when it's BTS, the impact is far greater, because their bond with fans was built not only through music, but through a shared emotional journey over the years. What's interesting is that, to this day, there has been no clarification or denial from the parties involved. Neither Jimin nor Jungkook has offered additional explanations, and their label chose not to comment. This only adds to the mystery and heightens fan tension. Many interpreted the silence as an indirect confirmation that something is indeed happening, something they're not ready to fully share with the public. Jimin's statement in the interview ended with a sentence that broke millions of fans' hearts. "Maybe it's time we all accept that we can't live forever in the shadow of glory. We want to stay with you, but maybe not in the same way as before." That sentence, though not explicit, signaled that BTS is considering a major change in how they present themselves to the world. Now, one big question hangs in the air. Is this the beginning of the end, or the start of a new, more honest, mature, and realistic form of BTS? Millions of ARMYs around the world may be crying today, not because of loss, but because they realize that even their idols need space to breathe. Jimin, with his worry, and Jungkook, with his honesty, have opened a more human chapter in BTS's story. In this chapter, there are no more masks, no more pretense, just the reality that they are human, like all of us. And maybe, it's time we learn to love BTS not because they're perfect, but because they dare to be themselves. Amid the wave of emotions sweeping the BTS fan community, one fundamental question now arises. Did the reported event truly happen, or is this merely a carefully constructed narrative designed to attract public attention? As millions of armies are engulfed in sadness and worry, it's important for all of us to take a step back, not to withdraw from emotion, but to delve into the reality of the circulating information. We all know, in today's instantly connected world, news and speculation can spread in seconds. Snippets of interview clips, unverified audio, and fragments of conversation can easily be manipulated, trimmed, and published as if they were absolute truth. In this case, are we witnessing the honest expression of two BTS members, Jimin and Jungkook, or are we part of a narrative game shaped by algorithms and social media dynamics? The main source of this discussion is scattered across platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. However, none of these platforms present evidence that can be objectively and professionally verified. This brings us to a major dilemma. To what extent can we trust viral digital content without a valid confirmation mechanism? Doesn't this reflect that the entertainment industry is no longer controlled by facts, but by perception? Let's dive deeper. If it's true that Jungkook sent an emotional voice note to Jimin, why has the original recording never surfaced in mainstream media? Why is there no concrete evidence to support this statement, such as an official video, verified interview transcript, or a publication from credible media confirming its truth? Isn't this an early signal that we need to be cautious of narratives driven only by emotion and virality? Furthermore, is it reasonable to think that such a personal and intimate conversation could become public so quickly? BTS is known for fiercely guarding their privacy and internal communication. Therefore, we must ask, is this narrative a reinterpretation by third parties trying to decipher something based on gestures and expressions that may not even have explicit meaning? Many fans feel touched by this narrative, and that's understandable. The emotional bond between ARMY and BTS has been built for over a decade. But does this emotional attachment make us vulnerable to information manipulation? Are we caught in a confirmation bias loop, where we only seek info that supports our feelings, while ignoring the possibility that this info may lack factual basis? We must also consider the media aspect. Today's digital content industry is built on speed, virality, and clicks. It's no secret that content that is controversial, emotional, and delves into celebrities' personal matters has extremely high market value. In this context, we should ask, was this event really meant to convey an honest message from Jungkook to Jimin? Or is this merely a narrative shaped by parties seeking to exploit ARMY's emotional closeness to BTS for traffic, views, and media attention? Some netizens have even started building their own theories, linking Jimin's facial expressions in certain videos or Jungkook's song lyrics to this issue. But how long will we keep drawing conclusions from incomplete and speculative evidence? Shouldn't we first ask, who initially spread this narrative? What are their motives? And most importantly, was there any effort to verify the accompanying facts? Being skeptical doesn't mean being distrustful, but a form of caution toward information flows that lack clear foundation. In this digital era, we are required to be smart consumers of information. We must learn to distinguish between content meant to provide understanding and content deliberately designed to stir emotions and distort reality. A big question arises again. If this narrative proves unfounded, what will the impact be on the relationship between BTS and their fans? Will the trust built over years be shaken by a single baseless narrative? Or will this become an important learning moment for all of us, that loyalty and love for idols must be accompanied by the responsibility to seek the truth? Now, we invite readers, fans, and the general public to reflect. Do you truly believe that Jimin and Jungkook shared such a deep emotional moment and that it was made public? Or do you feel that this narrative is the result of a social media construct exploiting the emotional sensitivity of the fan community? Has your feeling towards BTS changed because of this narrative? Or have you just realized how easily perception can be manipulated in today's digital ecosystem?